Hello and welcome all back to a video with Mr. Aussie's home cooking. Sorry I'm a bit shaky, it's been quite a while, so I'll do my best. I'm also doing it by myself. Today we're going to do a rotisserie style charcoal chicken on the Bunnings style charcoal spit roast. Picked this guy up the other day from Bunnings for $55 and it seems to work well. I've done a pork roast on it so far just to try it. And what we're using for fuel is one of these fellas. It's about $40 from Bunnings, but I will be sourcing out my own lumpwood charcoal, possibly making it myself with a few helping hands from friends. So I will be starting this later. It's a bit early in the day. I just got it all prepped. Sorted my charcoal lumps out. Got my chimney stack going. I'll light that about a half an hour or so before I start cooking. I got a 1.4 kilo Coles chicken in the fridge, all seasoned up, ready to go. I'll show you putting that on the spit and then we'll get this thing going. Stick around. This is crackling away. I've lit this maybe 2 minutes ago. I took some hot coals out of the inside fireplace, stuck them in the bottom, a couple of little twiggies on top. Shouldn't take too long to get going. We'll stick that up in our little Rondo spit roaster. Get our chook on the spit and get that going. So yeah, won't be much longer and you'll see the next step. So here is our chook. Move a good chef's drink. And as I said, it's about 1.4. I think it's probably closer to 1.6. I threw the packets out already. We're going to roughly centre that into our spit stick. It's about there. So that's spike on. Knock him up nice and tight so he doesn't move around on you. A lot of people use a pair of pliers to do that. Doesn't bother me. Chicken, as I mentioned, was coated in a simple rub. Mine was a Moroccan seasoning with a few extra bits and pieces on it. So, also I've been told that you want to try and put your chicken legs over the top of your bar, then you put the second rod on. Try and line them up, so if you need to adjust them, this might be difficult for one-handed. Hit your leg up there, chook. Your leg in there, chook. And try and tighten that up as best you can. It's not quite sitting where I want it. Yeah. There we go, that's better. Alright, that's ready to go on our spit. Let me wash our hands and we'll meet you out there. Alright. In on that end, in on this end. Turn our machine on. Oh, turn our power on, that'll help. And then we'll set our counterbalance so it's not wobbling all over the place. Just wait to see the weak spot, which I reckon's right there. We'll adjust that one as we go. Had to put a couple more pieces of lump coal on top, and I think that bum of the chook's going to hang down a bit too low, so we'll see how we go. I might have to readjust it. We'll come back at intervals and show you what it looks like. Alright, so I put more wood on because I needed to. It wasn't enough in that chimney stack, so maybe I'll do what I did with the pork roast and just light a fire with a stack of wood in the bottom. But The chicken, as you can see, I've readjusted it all. It's actually further down this end than what it was. I've moved the fire, I've readjusted the chicken, the bum's not hanging low, and I also followed my own advice and tightened up these little grub screws with a pair of pliers because it's lipped from heat. So if you're doing one of these and you don't know it already, if you're new to it, tighten things with pliers, otherwise it'll fall apart and slip. Yes, that counterweight still needs to be adjusted, but we're doing the best we can. So far, so good. Probably 20 minutes into the cook now. You can start to see it darkening more than what it was. I'll come back in about a half an hour and show you again. We should start getting some fat dripping out of this whole thing. We should be looking good. To go with it, I'm not going to go through all the details. It was a simple salad made up. I've shown you a couple of times on that, and we're probably going to just do some hot chips to go with it. Awesome. See you shortly. Okay, so we're looking at about 45 minutes in. I made a big mistake by putting a few holes in the skin and letting the fat drip out. It's made quite a lot of flare-ups, but it is cooking so nicely, as you can see. Still beautiful. I'm sure it shouldn't dry out, but we'll find out what it looks like when we carve it up. And yeah, it's going really, really well after those first few adjustments to start off with. Added another piece or two to the charcoal just to help with the heat, which I did before I punched the skin a few times, and probably didn't need to do that, but trial and error, folks, trial and error. You're coming along with me for a ride on this first rotisserie charcoal chook. We'll see how we go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if you're still following, we are 2 hours into the cook, literally just on the mark. Well, actually probably an hour and 50 minutes. As you can see, this chicken looks like a beautiful charcoal roasted chicken. The last half an hour, as you can see, pile. I had to separate it all. There was too much flare up. That's from me punching holes in the skin and letting the chicken juices run everywhere.